Hello, and welcome to Careering with Convery. Can you believe it? It's the middle of July, the middle of the summer. If the summer is June, July, and August, we're halfway there. And so, if you're a student or a co op or a summer student who's performing a role with an organization, you're about halfway through your term for the summer. So, today I want to take you through a couple of 3 tips that you might want to consider as you prepare yourself to think about how you can maximize the rest of your time and how you can also have the opportunity to do other things and think about preparing yourself for what's next. Okay, so is it too late to network? I often hear this question when I bring this up and tell students, you're halfway through that term, but it's never too late to network. Networking is a personal thing, right? It's a commitment that you make and something that you do based on your interests and your ideas and thoughts and who you want to connect with. So it's never too late to start. So if you haven't been connecting with people at the organization throughout the summer and you're feeling a little bit out of touch with what's going on outside of your office or your department or even your desk, then maybe it's time to pick yourself up and try to take some time to meet others. The job itself is much more than just the work you're doing for the position, and it's time to really look at how you can maximize that experience. There's other interns or co-ops that are there that have maybe done this already you can talk to, but there's also people that are usually willing to have a coffee, grab a lunch, and just get to know you outside of the department that you were hired in. So my recommendation, it's never too late to network, and why not start now? The other thing is, it is time to update the resume and LinkedIn too. And you know what? If you're not really ready to go in and start, formatting and changing and adding stuff, then just grab a notebook, grab your iPad, grab your phone, and start writing down what you've learned this summer. Look at what the job description was that you were brought in to do, and what were the tasks that you were going to do, and what goals you have set up with your manager to accomplish. And so start to list out things that you're doing. It's hard to remember and reflect back, believe it or not, even on a 3-month or an 8-month co-op internship or summer job, what you did every day. And I'm not saying you need to put everyday work in your resume or on LinkedIn, but it can build your narrative and it can build your story. So take the time, whenever that is, and just start to document what you've been doing. And if you feel comfortable with it, start updating your LinkedIn profile, start putting other things out there. Maybe even ask your current manager for a LinkedIn recommendation, right? You can get recommendations on LinkedIn, couple sentences. Joey or Johnny or Susie were part of my summer team and they took on the following position and they've done amazing work. So just to get maybe that endorsement from someone that's you're working for on LinkedIn, it's not a bad idea to, think about asking for that recommendation. And while you're on that same path, it is time to start to take control of your career. You may feel you're already doing that, but I always think it's really important for you to take in all the information you're gathering and decide what's best for you. You're going to get a lot of input from people. You're going to get the ones that say, oh, when I was your age, I just put my head down and worked. Well, yeah, okay, that doesn't really work anymore. When you're on an internship or a co-op or a summer job, you also need to build your network, understand other things. Continuous learning comes in so many different formats. So what I would recommend is to talk to your recruiter and to talk to your current manager. Talk about what you're interested in, what you've been doing, especially with the recruiter who hired you. Reach out, say hi, let them know how it's going. With your manager, maybe a little bit more time with going over what you've been working on and making sure that you are still set up for success to hit all those milestones, goals, and objectives before you leave. And then finally, just enjoy the moment. I can't tell you how many times I bring this topic of you're halfway through your internship, now what? And the look I get is, wow, I remember when I just started, right? So just that amount of time that went by is going to go by. So you really want to take the time to enjoy the moment, soak up every day, take the time to really learn and really learn more about yourself. So again, I just wanted to give you some tips and tricks around what you should be thinking as you're halfway through your internship. And hopefully this Careering with Convery has been helpful for you. Thank you. And until next time, please stay well.